brand to move forward, it has to evolve, but it can't just turn its back on, what's happened beforehand.
For me, we're at a sort of transitional stage right now. We're really on a journey. We're moving from that positioning as a relatively local niche sports car manufacturer, and we are looking to make a huge transition to become a properly globally relevant premium performance brand.
Every plant, you need roots. So if you don't have roots, you can't grow properly.
Chapman has always been a legend and, a true maverick.
Go back to the past, to the heritage, capture that spirit of the founder, the ethos of Chapman, and then really take it forwards.
LTCC is trying to be more inspired by startups and the mentalities that exist within those business rather than us act like an incumbent OEM studio.
We have that history to live up to, so it gives you more power to try and get your enthusiastic ideas into it.
It's a big responsibility, but at the same time, it's an exciting journey, I think.
It's exciting. Every day, every single day is different.
So no 2 days are exactly the same, never.
There is no typical day. That's the best way for me to describe it.
It's not only just a car, it's also building a team.
Bring the global talent, even they are apart 10,000 miles away, they can bring them together.
It's less about where the person is in the world, and it's about the person and the individual, what they can bring to the team.
You can tell your child and your grandchild later that I've done that bit.
This kind of melting pot, if you like, of cultural diversity and talent is something that's really fun to work with.
The one thing that you can think of is excitement. These are the cars that we dream and aspire to own. You need to physically verify, you need to put your hands on it, you need to feel it.
Just the feeling that you get being connected with the model.
Clay is essential for visualising the physical property, the actual design in the real-world environment.
Quite quickly and roughly, try out many ideas in a really short period of time, so it's a big advantage of clay.
Don't tend to overthink it.
You're not just a modeller doing the job.
Basically what we are is the hands of the designer. Yeah. He's got the ideas upstairs, and we put it into 3D.
So we work closely with the clay team to take their clay data, we'll scan that.
We can then interpret that in the digital in terms of the surface development.
The precision, the quality, the engineering, everything is going into the CAD at the same time. It's a process of constant sort of catch up, fall back, catch up.
We tend to look at things with slightly fresh eyes and think, well, what about if we did it differently this time around?
Remodel it, surface it, and then mill it.
If they bring the ideas, we can bring the product.
Our job is constantly changing, and I think that's why we enjoy a job so much, because it's not focused on one little thing.
It's a labour of love, essentially. People want to make the car better because they love cars.
You need to physically verify, you need to put your hands on it, you need to feel it.
Just the feeling that you get being connected with the model.
Clay is essential for visualising the physical property, the actual design in the real-world environment.
Quite quickly and roughly, try out many ideas in a really short period of time, so it's a big advantage of clay.
Don't tend to overthink it.
You're not just a modeller doing the job.
Basically what we are is the hands of the designer. Yeah. He's got the ideas upstairs, and we put it into 3D.
So we work closely with the clay team to take their clay data, we'll scan that.
We can then interpret that in the digital in terms of the surface development.
The precision, the quality, the engineering, everything is going into the CAD at the same time. It's a process of constant sort of catch up, fall back, catch up.
We tend to look at things with slightly fresh eyes and think, well, what about if we did it differently this time around?
Remodel it, surface it, and then mill it.
If they bring the ideas, we can bring the product.
Our job is constantly changing, and I think that's why we enjoy a job so much, because it's not focused on one little thing.
It's a labour of love, essentially. People want to make the car better because they love cars.
materials mean something to people.
The idea was really to showcase the design at its best. It was not only about the color.
From an interior standpoint, it has to have that same visual excitement that the exterior does.
Apply the right color or the right tactility, the right senses.
When you touch it, you've got that, oh, yeah, it feels nice. It feels like a space I want to be in.
When we decided to go with textile in the interior, I think that for me, it felt like, yeah, we are going somewhere that is right for the brand. We are moving forward to the future.
We look at how things are made, how can we twist it, change it up, and that is where I think the artistry comes.
We're not working for a company. Basically, we are that company.
We know everyone, but it's also really quite a nice collaborative experience.
Yeah, and the good thing is we see the car from the beginning to the end.
It doesn't matter what you design, but it's the team spirit, and it's what I see. When I will see that car on the road, I think that I will see the amazing work that everyone did.
Every day, you never know what's going to happen, but obviously you're trying to think towards always back to the brand, the future, and where we're going, and making sure that everything aligns to that vision.
It's a shift to a completely new product category.
Electra, in a way, represents the first of those cars that will take Lotus forward into that space.
We have great elaborate LiDAR and camera devices throughout the vehicle, which again help us achieve a high level of autonomy.
It's a driver-focused way of integrating technology into the car.
This super slim display that we've got now, it's efficient, it doesn't distract you, it keeps you focused on one thing, which is driving.
Our use of VR has allowed us to have global collaborations and reviews when travel restrictions were in place and make sure we can make the right decisions and move the product forward.
Virtual reality is literally going that one step further.
It's a life-changing tool.
You can submerge yourself in the environment and see if that would work for you.
All the details can be checked, the proportion can be filled.
We can change, adapt, move surfaces faster, more efficiently than any time before.
For the last couple of years, we've been really trying to unlock the potential of Unreal Engine.
We have a very, very effective and a very creative team in Unreal Engine, and this helped us a lot, working abroad, working from home.
It's the high quality assets that we need in a short space of time.
Helped us increase our workflow in terms of going from a very loose idea to something utterly compelling in terms of a visualized asset or an animation, and also deliver super immersive on-car content to our customers.
Lotus is moving itself into a global arena.
Electra is very much, to me, a start on that journey. It's a first lifestyle product. It's a beginning.
I don't think we're really bound by anything. I think it's effectively looking for innovation and pushing the envelope where we can.
So in understanding some of the attributes of the past, performance, inventiveness, that creative side of engineering, and imbue that into the product going forwards, those are the things that are timeless.
We can deliver things on a much higher level consistently, from the same brand message, from branding at the start to product, and then beyond product as well. And I think that's something that people will start to notice over the next few years, that it's not run in the same way as a traditional company.
Progress is about remaining relevant, but for us at Lotus, remaining relevant simply isn't enough. In the future, we really need to be an organisation which is looking at defining what relevant is.
People's perception of what our brand will be is going to radically change.
The strategy we're going to use for Lotus is true and honest.
My name's Ben Payne.
My name's Alex Preston.
And my name's Sam Philpott.
I'm Wenye Yang.
My name's Luke Ford.
My name's James Ryder. My name's Johnny Finlay.
My name is Brad Page.
My name is Leon Comben.
Roger Rossi.
David Yeh.
Nick McKinley.
Pavel Yermak.
Marie-Camille Lecoq.
John Palmer.
Matt Hill.
Sam. It's Kirsty.
Phil Hall.
Marm.
I'm John. Paul.
Tom.
Andy.
The future of Lotus is limitless.